everyone, thanks for tuning into the Financial Investor channel. My name is Brent, and today we're going to be covering what is the best online broker for brand new investors with either zero money to begin trading or up to $24,999. Now, don't worry so much about the number right now. In the next video, I will be showcasing what I believe the best firm is for those investors for over $25,000. So first, you begin with Robinhood, and I'm going to be covering 7 key questions on why you should begin with Robinhood first. And then once you make it up to that $25,000 mark, what should be your next goal and your next step for investing? So we're going to go ahead and cover why Robinhood is the #1 broker firm for investors between 0 to $24,999. So we're going to be covering 7 key questions. So what is Robinhood? Robinhood, of course, is a brand new, well, it's not brand new, it's a unique brokerage firm established in 2013 that was released for one purpose: to bring commission-free trades of stocks to the masses, so that you guys out there could trade stocks and ETFs completely free. Now, who can use it? Robinhood is currently available to anyone within the United States, whether you start with $0, $100, or more. Now, where can you get Robinhood? It is available only on the iOS and Android App Store. It does run on mobile devices. I use my emulator, and I have a video showcasing how I installed it on my computer and how I set it up, and I also kind of demo it off, and I have different videos on my YouTube channel of me using it almost daily. Now, how much is Robinhood? Robinhood, of course, offers stocks and ETFs for free. Yes, they are completely free, $0. It is by far the cheapest broker in the industry. Plus, there are no minimums, there's no maintenance fees, and it's a streamlined interface that is intuitive to use, meaning that you can go ahead and get started with Robinhood. You don't even have to deposit any money in it. You can just download it, install it, load it up, and look at the interface, and you would not get charged at all. Now, they can do this for one reason. They do this by doing one thing. They allow you to buy and sell stocks. They skip a lot of the bells and whistles, which we'll cover on the cons, but you can do market buys and sells, and you can do limit buys and sells. There are no options, there's no mutual funds, bonds, retirement accounts, and so on. So why should you begin investing in Robinhood? Well, first off, you can begin investing with as little as $0. If you sign up through my referral link, which is here on the website and it's also in the description below, you get a free, basically it's not a free chance, you do get a free random stock valued between $3 to $150. The average is $10. I've received Sirius XM and Zynga, and I believe I've received another one, but I do have a little pointer here that says make sure you do sign up through the web interface, as doing it through the application. My friends did not receive a free share. My wife had signed up through the application interface and she didn't receive a free share, and my other buddy had signed up through his phone and didn't receive his free share, whereas my other friends that I sent my referral link to and the other investors who had asked for it and they signed up through the web interface when I asked them, they received a free share. One of them got Sirius XM, one of them got Apple, and one of them got I believe it was Zynga. I think they got the same things as me, besides the Apple one. The Apple guy, he got Apple. It was $143. That was nice for him. And so you get basically a free stock, so you don't even have to put any money into the account. So you have an 80% chance that the stock is valued between 3 and 10%. So I've hit that 3 times now. You get an 18% chance that the stock is valued around 10 to 15. That could be a Ford. And you get a 2% chance that the stock is valued between $50 and $150, which is your Apples. So when should you begin investing and signing up for Robinhood? Right now. There is never a perfect time to begin investing. You just need to start now, and the older you get, the harder it is to reap the benefits of the long-term investing. So Robinhood is out there and it's completely available right now for signing up and getting started. If you sign up through my referral, you get a free share that you can begin investing and kind of moving your way up. You don't even have to apply any of your money to it. That's why I say you can begin investing in Robinhood with zero money down. And while I think it's a good opportunity for investors to build their wealth from $0 to $25,000. Now, what is the problem or risk? Now, they are a fully legal company, and they use Apex Clearing Corporation to clear trades, and they are registered with the SEC to operate in all 50 states and 2 territories. They have Securities Investor Protection Corporation insurance, so your balance is protected up to $500,000 with a $250,000 limit on cash. This is to protect against fraud and no loss of value. Now, I do list some pros, and I wrote these pros up myself. So there are some pros, of course, otherwise I would not recommend this to brand new investors. So the number one pro is that it offers fee-free trades. Where other firms will charge you $4.95 per trade on your $100 investment, that would be cutting into your initial loss. Once you bought into a specific sold and you paid $4.95 and you only had $100, that would already be a loss of 4.95%. Robinhood does not do that. Robinhood doesn't cut into those commissions. This saves you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars while investing with them through the long term. Their interface is simple. I spelled that incorrectly. It's simple so that new investors looking at it for the first time would not feel confused. It's also a con in a sense, but it's more as senior investors. As you build up and you begin to you want the tools to begin using different kind of trade options. The simple interface no longer is a pro, it's now a con. So they do allow margin, and it's not expensive. $10 will get you $2,000 of margin trading with early and after hour market access. This could be a pro or con. I believe it's a nice pro, and I kind of threw it in there. They do provide monthly reports that can be opened in the app and then sent via email to be downloaded in PDF form. So every month they have a statement that you can load up on your phone. You can then forward it by email, and once in your email it shows up as a PDF, which you can download or adjust from there. I think that their history is very easy to use. They have different options. You can look at your buy history, your sell history, your dividend history, how many free stocks you've received in your history. There's a very long list of history, and it's very easy to see and make out what it is that's coming up, whether you have dividend payouts, which I like to see that they have dividend payouts showing up in your history already a month out. So if I were to bring up my application and show you, I would see that I would be getting dividends paid out in September right now, even though we're in August. So there is something brand new to Robinhood, and that is that there's free broker transfers, and this is completely new. I haven't tested it or used it myself, but I did begin seeing it being offered on other YouTube channels. Now, Robinhood is mobile, so it is easy to use via the phone and smartphone, of course, so you can essentially be buying and selling stocks while in a meeting or just on the go. And I did list some other cons, so there are of course some cons I will point out. Otherwise they are very sleek and it's minimalist. So they do provide the basics, the account value, the historical charts, the stories. They do provide most of the stocks in the stock market with their ETFs. They provide a large amount. So what are some of their cons? Their charts are often a little bit off when comparing them to either Google or Yahoo. So a lot of their data, if you go to anything after a day of data, like if you go to 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, 5 year, their data is a little bit off when comparing it to, say, a stock on Google. If you were to look up the history of Ford on their application versus the history of Ford on Google, if you just typed in like F stock on Google and looked at their 5 year versus their 5 year in Robinhood, the graphs would be slightly different, the percentages would be slightly different. So that's something that's kind of different. You always want to use, when using Robinhood, take advantage of course, the free trades. That should be your primary thing, to save yourself money through commission costs for the short term as you're building your wealth to $25,000. And then once you've built your wealth, you know how to do your investing, you're using outside sources to investigate the stock that you're wanting to purchase. Now you can look for something that offers these specific cons that Robinhood does not have. Now their stories can also be sometimes unrelated to the specific stock, such as I looked up a Cisco article, or I clicked on my Cisco stock within the application, and it had an article about something completely off about bagels, I think it was. I don't have a picture of it, but it was kind of random, so I just kind of stuck in my mind. Their graphics are incorrect. I already talked a little bit about that. What was one of their pros? It's that they're mobile and easy to use via their phone. It's also a con. Some investors out there don't like that it can only be accessed via a smartphone application or emulator. There is no web interface, so if you're sitting at your desk at work or at home or on your computer on the go, there isn't a way that you can just bring up Robinhood and begin looking at stocks and looking at charts. They don't have that option. And of course, the last con is that they don't have any drip. They don't have any automatic drip dividend reinvestment programs as of yet. That might change in the future because Robinhood is constantly evolving. They've only been out 4 years and they've got already so many different investors going through them that they're able to start pumping out some of these new changes on their application. So I do have a video of the sign up process on my website. I'll have that in the description below, of course, as well, of going through the referral link and how to sign up and how I began using Robinhood myself. And that is basically it. We covered why Robinhood is the #1 broker firm for investors between 0 to 24,999. Stay tuned till next time, of course. And next time I will be talking about the best broker firm for investors between $25,000 and the limit. So stay tuned for that. If you did like this video, please leave a comment below letting me know what I did right, what I did wrong, and of course I will continue to be pumping out videos here in the future. So thank you guys for tuning in and watching up until this point. I do appreciate it. Subscribe if you have not subscribed to my channel yet. Like the comment or like the video, comment below. I will see you guys next time. Bye.